Good morning. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I wanted to talk to you about the Supreme Court's ruling that cleared the way for federal agents to conduct sweeping immigration operations for now in L.A., which is the latest victory for President Trump, for his administration at the High Court. The conservative majority lifted a restraining order from a judge who found that roving patrols were conducting indiscriminate stops in and around L.A. The order had barred immigration agents from stopping people solely based on their race, language, job, or location. I wanted to talk about your reaction to all of this, Ms. Lofgren.
Well, I'm really outraged. This is part of their really very abusive so-called shadow docket, where they overturn the well-thought-out and reasoned decisions of lower court in a kind of random way without explanation. Mm-hmm. The reasoning from the lower courts was very tight. The Fourth Amendment requires probable cause. And right now, and there was ample evidence, you've got these masked armed agents just sort of randomly picking people up just of where they're working or what they look like. It doesn't meet the constitutional standards. We're concerned because they seem to be racially profiling Latinos, but really every American, Latino or not, ought to be concerned, because if the Fourth Amendment doesn't apply to one group of people, it doesn't exist for any group of people. This is a major assault on the Bill of Rights.
Right, and as you were saying, it doesn't just threaten Latinos; it threatens everyone. I mean, like, I stopped to think, what about tourists that are walking down the street speaking in another language, in Spanish maybe? I mean, does that also make them a target? It's just outrageous. Ella dice de que realmente es algo que no se puede creer, es algo muy abusivo. Esto se llama un shadow docket, ya Marcos lo ha explicado acá. Y lo que pasó fue de que la corte menor, la corte anterior, la jueza, ella había dado un razonamiento, ¿verdad?, de que el ICE no podía estar haciendo este tipo de paradas, de detenciones indiscriminadas. La cuarta enmienda dice que tienes que tener causa probable. No puede ser que hombres enmascarados anden llevándose a la gente indiscriminadamente. Esto no define los estándares constitucionales, y todos deberíamos estar preocupados porque esto es un asalto a nuestras libertades, y como dice ella, no solo para los latinos, sino que absolutamente todos. So tell us about the makeup of this Supreme Court, because obviously it is favorable to Mr. Trump. Is this what we should be expecting from now on?
Well, I hope not. This is an interim ruling. There will be a full-blown presentation to the court later, and a decision will be issued by the court that is, reasoned. They'll have their reasons outlined. That doesn't mean that it will change. In fact, I thought that Justice Kavanaugh's explanation showed that he must have flunked his course in con law in law school, because he had a complete misunderstanding of the Fourth Amendment. So he is actually somebody who is more willing to allow an authoritarian figure throw out the Constitution than one would hope a Supreme Court justice would be. We'll see what happens next, but the problem is, meanwhile, you've got these outrageous situations where you've got these armed, masked agents just randomly picking people up, disappearing them, in some cases beating them up.
Yeah.
I think we all saw the video of the gardener who's had two sons in the Marine Corps, and they just beat the heck out of that guy. What an outrage.
Yeah, and we just talked to Mayor Mahan from San Jose, and I know that they have, they're trying to pass a resolution, at least. It might be symbolic since the cities can't really get involved with the federal government, but that they're asking to please for them not to wear masks while doing ICE enforcement in San Jose.
Well, the state of California has passed that law.
Yeah.
So, I'm encouraging district attorneys to issue statements saying that the fact that you're a federal employee does not excuse you from complying with the laws enacted in the state of California, especially the criminal laws. So if you're a federal agent, but you beat the heck out of somebody, you don't get to beat somebody up just because you're a federal agent. There's not only is that the law in California, but there's case law of long standing indicating that's true. So I think if some of our DAs would make that statement that that's their understanding of what the law is, it might cool the jets of some of these guys that are beating people up.
That would be great. So